Yes, people, we're back.
Yes.
Yes.
And we're back. Even though I'm abroad, we're still making this happening.
Yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube pre Josh's trim, I'm gonna gas him up. Look at how sharp his trim is.
Jeez.
Anyway, allow this. Okay, before I start getting an erection, James. So,
All right.
whoa. So we got another gym based one. We're on the roll with a bit of trading ones right now. I think it's because we've covered quite a lot of external topics, and I think we're definitely coming back to our roots. And also, for once, I'm sober for this podcast, so that's also different.
Yeah.
Usually, man's in the old devil's lettuce, but not today because I'd get my arm chopped off because I'm in
Yeah,
Dubai.
you don't get thrown in jail.
Yeah,
Literally would.
would not be ideal. So, this podcast is also brought to you by Kyber Energy.
So, yeah,
Okay. But yeah, no, just a quick shout out to Robbie. So I thought I'd throw this in here. So obviously, you boys haven't had a chance to try them yet, have you?
I'm gonna
Nice.
have some.
Yeah. So if I've got, I think I might have a couple of spare cans in my house. So I'll bring them on Friday, just to try. So just a shout out to Robbie. So massive congrats on the launch of Kyber. So I've had the opportunity to try all three flavors, and they're all fucking banging. None of them are tens, but like the fact that I've given them to like several people, like my mum's tried them, my sister tried them, my dad, and then my mate Sean. And across the board, they're all scoring like high 8s out of 10. So you must be naming products. And I tell you what, I had this for a long time. I definitely can, like, because it's so heavily dosed with nootropics, I can definitely feel like the difference nootropic wise. What's good was I still felt hungry when I was drinking it, which means like there's absolutely
That's the best thing.
Yeah, that's good.
which is obviously ideal for us in our off season when we want to have an energy drink that's not gonna hinder our appetite. So yeah, massive shout out. I'll put a link in the YouTube to basically go and cop these. So if you want to go and try some. And yeah, there you go, Robbie. Anyway, enough of that promo bullshit, which we didn't even get paid for. Let's move on to today's topic. So to what we say we're gonna do. So what's in our gym bag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, where do we start with this? So we'll start with absolute essentials, and then we'll break it down to 3 tiers. So like absolute essentials, maybes, and then optionals, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
That's probably the best way to do it. So let's go around the table and we'll do essential each until we basically have covered everything. I'm gonna start off with logbook, a form of logbook, whether it's on your phone or on paper. Personally, I think actually no, apart from James, me and Chai both use paper ones. I prefer it because I don't that way I'm not tempted to be on my phone as much during a session. Because if I go and log on and share, it's just I find it's more of a hassle to do on my phone than it's just to do.
Yeah, I just like writing it down. Just something about writing it down just hits differently.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm kind of opposite. It's just I hate my handwriting, so it's pretty like untidy, and I like everything to look really good. To be
Well,
fair.
maybe
And it's just,
mate, if you practiced it more.
no,
It might be tighter.
so
James,
easily.
you're so old now. You've forgotten how to write.
What?
You're so old now. You've forgotten how to write, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting on.
Mate, my handwriting is unlegible to anyone except me. So if that's no excuse, because I literally could bet. Sometimes I can't even read my own handwriting, mate.
I just find it easy on the phone, but it's personal preference. Some people like pen to paper, some people like digital, whatever works well with you.
Main for having some kind of form of like ability to track your sessions, even if you're not into the whole like progressive overload in terms of like low intensity, so the high intensity, low volume stuff. Like I know a lot, like in the US, like they're not really big into logbooking there, but like if you've got some form of way to track your workouts, just to make sure you've got like so you can basically show evidence how you got from point A to point B. That's kind of like the main thing. Obviously, we can go into like specifically progressive overload as a whole topic on its own another time. But yeah, form of log is my number one essential.
Nice.
Who's next?
James?
I'll go. So I'd say they are a must. Straps, wrist straps. Yeah.
Solid.
Because if you really want to optimize your training, I think they're a must. Because 9 times out of 10, most people's grip strength isn't the best. And if you want to take every exercise to true failure for your grip pulls out. Well, not pulls out. Yeah.
just separates from you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was gonna say on top of that. So like for the first 2.5 years of my training, I did not use any like wraps. I just built my natural grip strength, which was great, and I built like good forearm strength and good forearm size and like good grip strength. However, eventually it did get to the point where it wasn't hindering my back progression.
Yeah.
So like I definitely think you need to have some kind of form of either no strapped like back exercises. Or when you start training, maybe avoid them. Trying to build that natural grip strength first, like I did, and then implement them after. Because in the day, you don't want your grip strength being the like determining factor from you not gaining that back mass. Because as James said, 9 times out of 10, your grip is going to give out before your back does. Anything to add on to that, Charlie?
Nah, pretty much spot on.
Because I know you use obviously like the prime attachments, obviously like your lat pull downs and stuff. So you yourself incorporate some kind of like unstrapped back pull downs.
Yeah, we sort of use it like at the start of the session. We won't use like straps with the prime like grips, and then as the session goes on, we'll use like straight bars to like so we can strap in. Because over the course of the session, the grip just absolutely dies. So see that lightning.
Yeah, I've been watching that. That's some gnarly lightning, mate. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, mate. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's a good one. All right then, Charlie next.
Controversial. Some gyms don't allow it. A tripod.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Yes, that is a essential piece in the gym bag, especially nowadays. No matter how many people say, "Oh, you shouldn't be filming your shit," or "Oh, just get on and train. You're not training hard enough if you're filming." It's bullshit. Film your stuff. It takes like 2 seconds to set up. You'll thank it later on in the down the line. You can check your form. You can send it to your coach or whoever. You can post it on your Instagram. The main thing just being checking your form and literally making sure everything's spot on. Especially if you train alone and don't have like a spotter or anyone, then like making sure that you're doing everything correct each week is definitely like a big bonus.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I literally was about to follow on that. Say, like, if you haven't got a training partner, you visually don't know what your lift is looking like. So yeah, it might feel good, but you might be missing out on that much more ROM, or you might not be doing something maybe as good as you can. And like, why not? You don't want excuses when you can do an exercise better. Why not? Especially like, yes, if you need to strip a little bit of weight back. It's not just because you strip a little bit of weight back doesn't mean you have to you're never gonna get back to where you were again. You're going to get back to where you were, and you're going to be lifting even better. So, yeah, if you haven't got a training partner, the tripod is definitely going to be essential for some kind of recording. Sure.
And also, it's another way to track progress, like visually, because you can see, say, if you have really poor form in some of your first videos, and then you work on that, improve it, and visually see the progress.
Yeah. A good one with that is something like a free weight press, like an incline dumbbell press. Like when you get to those like new weights, especially with dumbbell press, when you're like really progressing fast in dumbbell press, like the stability at the start, you might be like shaking and like basically look like you're shitting yourself. But then like after a few weeks, that stability and those like the connective tissue builds up, and you can see like the progression where you're not shaking and the weight is moving way smooth and way cleaner. Okay, another piece of essential kit, cuffs. Especially, well, I'm gonna say one of my cuffs because I don't think really any other cuffs are pretty fucking good, to be honest. Because James had a pair of old cuffs, and then he trained with me for the first time. I got to use the one of my cuffs.
Just do different gravy.
Yeah, it's essential for your push days, especially for delts and for chest. You can use it in back in terms of maybe like a pull down or a pull over. Sorry. Generally, I think the cuff is the main thing is for delts and for chest. It just gives you that, and it just gives you a ton more exercise selection. Especially so for us as coaches, we want to be able to have like an arsenal of different exercises you can choose from. So that way, when things plateau or things start to like just not feel as good, we have an ability to then rotate it in and out. And with the cuffs, it just adds again another level of like another selection of exercises because you can do an incline cuff, you can do a costal fly, you can do like a decline fly, you can do a lying crucifix lateral raise, you can do an incline one, you can do one with the below the elbow, you can do above the elbow. Like the variation is mad. So like we want to be able to have that selection as coaches. It makes our lives a lot easier and also makes the lives of athletes a lot easier 100% as well.
Especially, go on.
Yeah, no, go on.
I was gonna say, especially if you train at like a commercial gym, like the gym or something, where like there aren't that many like machines or options to do in terms of exercise selection. Like the cuff can definitely give you like 2, 3 exercise selections, like you said, Josh.
Yeah. And also I find with superior cuff is it gives you that better mind muscle connection, proprioceptive feel in the muscle. So like sometimes with people like they say, oh, like I struggle to connect with my chest. It's like, okay, start with some flies then, start with some cuff flies because you're not going to get any more connected to your chest than a cuff fly. Just because it allows you to really like nail down the principle of the chest, which is to bring the elbow across, obviously that midline. And because we're bringing the elbow across, because the cuff's on the elbow, you can literally give yourself that like really simple, like that really simple cue, elbow across, and not have to worry about your bicep being sore or like it's uncomfortable in your shoulder. You can adjust it and make it so much more suited to yourself, obviously, which gives you better options.
Solid.
What I've got, I think this is probably the most important thing: headphones.
Yeah, it's if you train the shit gym, yes. If you train in the gym, but no food, yes.
Yeah.
Especially, like pure. When I was in my pure gym days, if you literally don't bring your headphones, I used to just go home if I forgot them because it's terrible. Like getting through the.
Into a gym, gone home, got my headphones, and come back again.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. It just levels up your training, listening to music. You can get in your zone, do your own thing, and yeah, especially if you're in a commercial gym vibe.
Yeah, Charlie.
Well, mine's. Have you got any more essential? Because my next one's like a maybe. It's more of essential, but it's more of a maybe.
I was gonna say,
We'll just transition.
straps.
Huh?
Straps. So like pushing straps.
Oh, I thought James said that.
Yeah,
No,
that's
he's
what
put, like I thought he was talking about pulling ones.
Oh, I thought he said both, like wrist straps and straps.
Oh, then, yeah. Okay, well then, fuck, I need to think of another one now. I've got my gym bag right here. Oh, knee sleeves.
See, I was gonna put that in the maybe bit.
I think
it depends how far along you are in your career.
True, yeah. True.
Because I did not need knee sleeves at the start, and neither did I wear them.
No, true. I didn't get mine again until I was about 2.5 years into my training.
Yeah.
But something again now I can't live without. So.
Yeah. Now I can't live without them. I can't train legs without them.
Yeah. Okay, that's
I need to get some.
What's that?
I need to get some.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, now you're on that level. You're on like that 4 plate to 5 plate range in the hack. It's definitely probably something you should be thinking about.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Just get strength chop, single ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine.
Okay. Well then, chalk.
Chalk, yeah.
So again, it's an optional one, but again, it adds this just again that another layer of protection in terms of like grip protection in terms of not stopping yourself from progressing back movements of strength. And also good for pressing as well. I don't know about you guys, but I'm someone I sweat profusely at my palms. So when I'm pressing, I find the dumbbells almost like rotate in my hand because my hand's so fucking sweaty. So I find just having that chalk, I find when I'm pressing, they just sit in my hand a lot better.
Yeah. Belt is definitely a maybe.
Yeah, I said it's a maybe. Yeah, situational.
Maybe. Yeah, very situational. Because most of the time you don't need a belt realistically.
Pardon? We already touched on this when we were talking about back training.
Oh, yeah, we've already spoken about this. So basically, go and watch the other episode.
Yeah.
If you haven't.
I would say it's essential now, but I didn't have it when I first started. A resistance band for like warming up.
Yeah.
Good one.
Good one. Like if you're lucky enough for your gym to provide them, then that's cool.
Yeah. See, my gym have got loads, so I don't bother bringing one. I don't have one.
But majority of people's gym wouldn't.
Yeah. See, when I went to Foundry the other day, I had no band, and I was like, "Oh, fucked," because I was like, "Shit," you know.
Yeah. Well, look, I've come to Dubai and Unbeknownst did not have any bands because they don't believe in like fucking mobility or anything there. So I brought a band all the way from the UK just to be sure.
Solid.
That's all then. Oh, Chivo, this is another potential water bottle, but obviously that's the other.
Hydrate. A form of hydration is definitely essential.
Yeah.
Definitely.
James, mate, your microphone's getting really quiet again.
Yeah, it's because I'm far away from my Mac. I was looking at my gym bag.
Who's this? There we go.
Come closer, bro.
Show us that beautiful beard.
What are we thinking on the beard? So drop a comment saying.
Yeah, leave a comment rating his beard out of 10, and then like what went well and then what you can do better.
On a level of 0 to handsome. Anyway, back to the gym bag.
Back to the gym bag.
I'll one that's a maybe. Squat shoes.
Yeah, I guess it's a form of flat sole for leg days, 100%.
Yeah.
I think that's always going to definitely be some like an essential. I know personally I do like to use squat shoes. I used to use squat shoes or I use my Metcons when I train. Both again flat soles. Squat shoes specifically for leg press or any kind of like compound. But yeah, that's definitely. I'd say again, it's not an essential. I think the flat sole is essential. A squat shoe is optional.
Yeah.
Just because I've got a bit of a thing about training in like bare feet in terms of because most people when they do that they train in socks and unless your like leg press and stuff's got a grip on it, I just feel like it's like a bit of a recipe for disaster.
What? Nah, socks is the one, mate.
No, but if your leg presses have got a grip on them, they've got a grip tag on them.
Yeah, but what leg presses don't have grip tag on them?
Hammer strength.
Nah, you can still wear socks on that.
Okay, I would just still say like I would avoid against it in case.
Okay.
Just in case, you know.
You wouldn't recommend it to like a brand new starter, like just in case.
Nah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're wearing like a decent flat sole, then yeah, just wear them. But like, if you're wearing like a pair of Air Max 95s, yeah, but if you're wearing a pair of 95s, like get them off, lad.
Oh yeah, that's one of my biggest gym icks is when people wear like inappropriate footwear on leg days.
Yeah.
Vapor Maxes, I've seen some PTs squatting in them. That's a red card. Straight off.
That is, yeah, literally the most unstable shoe out of all of Vapor Max.
That's a recipe. Break your ankle.
I'd rather do it in Crocs. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not on this Crocs trend. I hope none of you boys are.
Well, James definitely is.
I'm basically. I just need to purchase some, but I'm doing the same with base my sliders.
Oh man, I hate these trends, man. They're so annoying. Honestly, I feel like I'm so anti-trends generally. Like everyone's got like blue light blockers and stuff, but these things like actually have got like scientific backing and stuff. There's no scientific backing behind a pair of fucking Crocs, mate. I've not owned a pair of Crocs since I was 5.
Yeah, mate. Crocs are dead.
Because they were banging like back in the day when I was living in Dubai, like in my younger years. Like it was like so normal because like you're always like outdoors or going to like water parks and like that kind of stuff. So like it's normal, but like in the UK, why are you wearing a fucking Croc when it's wet?
If you need to put it in sports mode in case like some action's coming up and you need to like throw some hands or something, you're ready.
That's Kai's excuse. He's always I put sport mode. I'm like shut up, okay, Joe. Anyway, enough of that fucking waffle. Any other? So we kind of covered all essentials now. Now it's just kind of optionals.
I've got one optional.
What's the optional one?
In my bag that probably is like you haven't really heard of. My own clips, like collars.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah. I would say those are definitely more beneficial for in terms of like setting. If you're doing like pressing like machines to like set up as like a wedge.
Yeah, so I brought them because they were magnetic, so I could do like dead stop like on the incline chest press. And then when I was like started deadlifting and stuff, I'd always end up picking the clips that are just shit and they just weren't like gripping onto the bar, so I ended up just using my own for deadlifts.
Oh really? Fair enough.
Yeah, but now we've got some alright ones at the gym. So yeah, it's just like something like either like to use as like a stopper for like a chest press or just for deadlifts. You can use your own clips because even in like pure gyms and that sometimes there's a bit of a mission to find some clips. So if you've got your own, then it'd be pretty good. But if you're gonna try and like put them back in your bag in a pure gym, someone's definitely gonna try and think you're stealing. So watch out.
You just gotta back
Um,
yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I was gonna say another one. This is like more of an optional one. I was gonna say the 1 mile long rope. Since I've
Yeah,
started that in
all
my
that.
gym, it has been now because when I used a short rope when I was in B1. And I'm like, fuck me, that's giving me such an appreciation for that long rope. It's beautiful. It's a lot. It's a massive piece of thing to have, like a piece of equipment to have in your bag. But like, if you've got the space, or if you're leaving your boot and just putting your bag push days or pull days, whatever. But yeah, honestly, that is a fucking nice piece of like a nice little addition to the old gym bag. That is.
If you're like us, and obviously we care about those little 1%, like invest as much stuff like that, like better equipment, and go for it because it's worth it. Or you can just be a prick and take 2 ropes at the same time.
Yeah, the problem is with the 2 ropes up, it's like a little bit uneven, like it is a little bit wonky.
Yeah, it isn't the most optimal, and it's peak if there's other people that want to use them as well.
Yeah.
I think that kind of covers everything we can really have in a gym bag, to be honest.
I've got another
Yeah.
one.
Go on then.
Gym ping.
A gym pin,
Yeah.
yeah. If you're a strong cunt like us, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have one at your gym, James?
No, I don't think so.
Are you strong
Oh.
enough to pin anything yet, James?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to put a hole in your theory.
To be fair, I was nearly strong enough, and then summer came, and then that's. But now I'm building up to those. I'm literally giving another 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, and I'll be there.
What exercise are you gym pinning at, James?
The leg extensions.
Yeah, okay, that's fair, yeah.
Fair. Thought he was gonna say bicep curl or something.
Bicep curl. Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm definitely at the point now where like I'm gym pinning my cable press and also I'm doing my lat pull downs. Like I've got a 20 kilo plate on top of my whole stack on the Cybex now.
What, on pull down or press?
Pull down.
Oh, nice. I've got that tomorrow, so we'll see what we get.
Decent. Yeah, I've got legs tomorrow. That should be decent with that.
Oh yeah, boy.
With the creator Russell, big boy himself. Right. Well, I think that kind of concludes everything, really. I think we've covered more or less anything you can put in your gym bag outside of maybe stuff like if you're like specifically maybe like a power lifter or anything like that.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
general gym goer stuff, that's pretty much everything covered.
We've covered everything, even up to like advanced bodybuilding like equipment.
Yeah.
Right, well, we'll leave it there then. I hope everyone has enjoyed that. I hope everyone maybe is now thinking of adding something to their gym bag to try and make their training that a little bit better. Because everything we've suggested is all stuff that costs like maybe maximum £30 to add to your gym bag, really.
Yeah.
I think it's more expensive than that. Like, I can't
Maybe
think
the shoes, but
squat shoes and like the headphones, yeah, but like. Yeah, but again, those were options. All the essentials we put in our list pretty much were all stuff that is more than affordable.
yeah.
Right, well, thank you guys for joining. Like, share with fellow cunts. Comment something interesting about James.
New beard.
Handsome or nothing.
Handsome or nothing. Right, well, it's good catching up, boys, and I'll see you guys on Friday for the sesh.
Oh yes, big sesh on Friday.
Roll on Friday. We'll do. Wait, maybe the next pod we'll do a little review of the rave.
Yeah, we'll do a catch up and a sesh review.
Well, I don't think I guess we could do that, to be honest. It's gonna be weird though because we recorded this on the Sunday. Oh fuck, we forgot to upload our pod. Shit. All right, well we're a day late on one of the pods. We apologize for that.
It's in the process of uploading.
Yes.
Yes.
Uploading.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah. We'll figure it out. So yeah, probably next we'll take next week like off, and then we'll do like a later pod. And then yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Right, people. We'll catch you guys on the next one. See you later.
Safe.